Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Well, today is Saturday and today is our sixth class. Well, some students have joined and more students are joining. Well, at the beginning of the class today, I'll tell something important to you. Well, Walaikum Assalam, Shazia, Chiki Huda, Little Vlog, Kari, Amir Sohail, all in one creation. Everyone, Walaikum Assalam. Okay, at the beginning of the class, you know what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to tell you some little jokes. And if I get a laugh, I win. If you don't laugh, you win and I lose. Okay? If you at least smile, then it means I have won. So I'm going to tell you a joke and then let me know whether you smiled or not. Okay. Yes, suddenly I have remembered the joke right now. After I said that I'm going to tell you a joke. I'm going to crack a joke or tell a joke. Well, I can remember about 3 months ago. We have chickens. We had chickens because we don't have those chickens anymore at our home. About 3 months ago, we had chickens at home. And you know what happened? One day, one of those chickens fell ill, and it was ill with fever. And at home, we had some medicine that was Panadol. Yeah. My son gave Panadol syrup. You know the syrup what human beings take for when we are ill with fever. Yeah. My son gave that syrup to the chicken. Yeah. And surprisingly, the very next day, all the fever of the chicken was gone and it became healthy, right? Yeah. And it recovered its health in next to no time. So then I said to someone, okay, probably the medicine which is suitable for human beings is suitable for animals. Okay, but I am now also thinking this idea never occurred to me before. This idea has occurred to me. The thing is, now I am thinking, well, in the first place, the medicine which is given to human beings was given to the chicken, to an animal, and it regained its health. Now I am thinking, if we take the medicine of animals, can we also become healthy? I mean, if an animal has a problem, if the stomach of an animal is upset, an animal takes that medicine, and if we humans take, would our stomach be also okay or not? This is my question. Okay. Now, in the comment box, you can write whether you laughed or you wept. Okay. If you say that I didn't laugh, I didn't smile, then of course you win and I lose. You can write down in the comment section. And if anyone says that I smile, of course you win. Now write your comment whether you laughed or not. Gohar, Muska Ahmad, and Hina Sadaf all have joined. I welcome all of you. Very nice. Well, all in one creation has said that commented that voice is not clear. But my fellows here, they say, he says that the voice is quite clear. I think there might be some problem, in your mic, or I don't know these, technicalities. Anyhow, laugh. I laughed. Mr. Nabil Shazad said, okay, at least one person has laughed, and at least one person is attending the class. Am I right? Where have all the other people gone? You know, yes, it's funny. Chicken Huda, thank you very much. Two people are attending the class. So when you give a comment and you say it's funny, it means actually you are attending the class in person, and some robot is not attending the class. Robots, some robots, some no robot is attending the class. It's the human beings Okay, Shazu has also laughed. Okay, all right. Chicky, thanks everyone. All right, this was the first joke. Now let me think what other joke make you laugh. What's the other joke make you laugh? What's the other joke? All right. Should I tell another joke? Okay, I'm going to tell you another other joke, but let me first think what other joke I'm going to tell you. Well, the other joke is, yes, I have suddenly remembered. One of my relatives, very close relative, that is a boy, when he made this offer to one of his maternal uncles, when the boy made an offer to his uncle, at that time the boy was probably, I think, 3 years old or 4 years old. You know what was the offer of the boy? The boy said to his uncle, uncle, please go and buy a packet of candies for me. When you buy a packet of candies, out of that packet of candies, I will give you one candy. I will give you one candy so that you may eat it. It was a very, very generous offer of one of my relatives to his uncle. This is another joke. Okay. Well, is it a good joke or a bad joke? If a good joke, then you should laugh. Ha 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 ha. And you can write down here as well with a smiley. You can give, you can share the pic of a smiley face as well, not a weeping face. If you weep, it means it was a very, very bad joke and I didn't get a laugh from you. It was a second joke. And the third, yes, I have remembered the third joke as well. Honestly speaking, before starting the class, I was thinking of telling the joke. No joke was in my mind at that time. Shazu, it's an innocent joke. At least it's a joke. And Mr. Nabil Shazad, ha 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 ha, a long ha ha ha. Hina Sadaf, smiley face. Noreen Khan, smiley face. Thank you very much, for such a good joke. All right. I am flattering myself that this is a good joke. All right. And the third joke, yes, I have remembered as well. It's also a true story, 100% true story, but I'm narrating in my own words. Well, the story is one of my relatives, from among my relatives, one is a very, very small baby. Okay. The baby is just, this time I think the baby is just, I think, 3 years old. Right. One day he was not with his uncle, with his father. He was out somewhere, and a marriage was taking place there. Okay, a marriage was taking place there, and then what happened? The boy session at the marriage ceremony and asked the father, Father, what it is? The father said, a marriage is taking place there. Okay. The father said, a marriage is taking place there. And then the boy said, Father, I also want to get married. It was just a 3 year old boy. Really. The boy said, Father, I also want to get married. The father was probably, he was a clever person. He said to the son, okay, son, if I buy a packet of biscuits for you, will you give up your intention of getting married? The boy said, yes, father, if you buy me a packet of biscuits, then I won't get married. Okay. So the father persuaded the son not to get married just for a packet of biscuits. Right? Just for a packet of biscuits, the boy agreed not to get married. All right. This was a very, very cheap deal. All right. I think it's also a very, very good joke. What's your opinion? Is it a good joke or a bad joke? Don't hesitate to, censor, or don't hesitate to, express your approval if you didn't like this joke. The 3 year old boy tell me very, very plainly you didn't like the joke. If you liked the joke, you can like, You can like what we can say video as well on YouTube. Greedy. Little Vlog says, greedy boy, greedy boy. Yes, of course, a greedy boy. Well, a bad joke. Should I cry now? A bad joke. It is. Hina Sadaf says, yes. Okay, right. Till now, going to be very funny. All right, very funny. Smart kid. Ha 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 ha. Chiki says. A naughty boy. Muhammad Nabil says. Okay, I think, well, he proved that he was a kid, as some sheikh says. Okay, Gohar has, sent some, smiley faces as well. Proved that he was a kid. A good joke, Shazu says. Okay, now I am going to change my topic. But before I change the topic, let me tell you something very, very, interesting thing. The thing is, actually, there is a method in madness. When somebody tells you something interesting and you smile, okay, and if you smile and if you laugh, it means you are enjoying, and your real learning takes place when you enjoy something. All right, so try to listen something which is interesting. Try to listen something which goes to your heart. Like the jokes I have just now told. I think I have told these jokes for the third time, probably, or for the fourth time. But these jokes have been recorded for the first time in my life. Okay. If I tomorrow again tell the same joke, you can write down in that minute, Honey, why are you going to narrate all the jokes once again? Don't tell us jokes. We are, don't repeat the jokes. Tell something new. Otherwise, just teach us the lesson. Okay. Today I'm going to teach you some very, very useful vocabulary, but I'm going to teach you vocabulary in a context. Okay. Some random facts about yourself. You will discuss some random facts about yourself. What's the meaning of random, by the way? Can any one of you tell me what's the meaning of random? Can you check your mobile phone? Can you Google what's the meaning of random? I am also going to check what random means. I know I feel what random is, but just I want to check once again what random means. You can also check what random means, and then you can write down what this word means. Okay, its meaning. Random means, okay. Random means if you do something without any method or without conscious decision, that is random. Okay, if you do something without any method or without conscious decision, that is random. Well, I have given here some random facts about yourself, or in other words, you'll tell some random facts about yourself. You are right, Chiki, not in order suddenly. Okay, this is the idea, that you narrate some facts without preparation, without taking a decision, without thinking very carefully. So here are some random facts, and today I'm going to teach you, I think, more than 100 vocabulary words, vocabulary item, and in an interesting manner. I am sure that they are not boring. First, I often smile. I often slightly, happily, warmly, positively, shyly, sadly, wildly. So you can write down number one. I often smile. Write down number one first. One, and then write down how do you smile. Okay? How do you smile? Do you often smile slightly or happily or warmly or politely or shyly or sadly or wildly? Well, if you ask me, I am Hanif. If you ask me, well, in the presence of my teachers, I think I'll smile politely, and, well, if somebody tells a joke and I should laugh and I don't laugh, then I think I would smile sadly. I often smile slightly. Well, I smile slightly when there is a laughing matter and nobody laughs. Then I think, of course, I would smile slightly. How would you smile? Nabil says, I often smile widely. Okay, right. Hina Sadaf says politely, good. Of course, you know, good manners of ladies is smiling politely. When I go home, I'll tell my family as well. Okay, smile politely. A student thinks that smiling politely is good for ladies. Chiki says happily, and Shazu says I smile wildly. I smile. Okay, Shazu, when you smile wildly, don't video yourself, okay? At that time. Hasnan says, all right, slightly. Shazu says, Assam says, my confidence of riding a bike went down the drain when I slid in a ditch along with my bike and brothers. Okay, all right. Next, this was the first. So today I have taught you, I think, 7 or 8 words in just one sentence. I'm not giving you list of words. I'm teaching you vocabulary in a context. Next, I'd start dash at the turn of the year. At the turn of the year mean when the new year starts. I'd start mean I will begin. What I will begin? I will gain weight. I will put on weight. I will begin. I will gain weight. I will put on weight. I mean, it means I will increase weight or I will lose weight. I will reduce weight. I will shed weight. So what's true about you? At the turn of the year, the new year has started. So what do you want to do at the turn of the year or at the start of the year? I'd start. Well, the new year has started. What is your intention at the beginning of this year? Do you want to gain weight? It may increase weight. If you are 60 and you want to become 90, is this your intention? Or do you want to lose weight? Your weight is 60 and you want to become 20. No, no, not 20. Sorry, sorry. If you are 60 and you want to become, you want to reduce just a little weight and you want to become 55. Okay, Little Village says want to lose weight, and HBN official lose weight. Does all the team of HBN official want to lose weight?
No.
You'll have to, you'll have to have a conference with all the other people, and then you should, I think, give your opinion after consulting all the people. And if you like, I give you a suggestion, HBN official, you can shoot a video and you can give the opinion of each person whether he wants to lose the weight or not. All right. Losing weight is the idea of Shazu. Put on weight. Hina Sadaf. Hina Sadaf. What is your weight, by the way? Are you 70 or 60 or 80 kilo? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to put on weight? Why do you want to gain weight? Okay. Chiki and Huda says, I want to reduce weight. Okay, okay. Your other members of the family may tell you, okay, you need to eat less, you need to, reduce weight, shed weight. Okay, no, all right, fine. All in one creation says, I want to gain weight. Are you too thick? Are you too thin? Next point. I don't like wearing tight. Okay, you can say wear. You can say wear uniforms, a jacket, prison clothes, wearing tight. Now complete the sentence the way you want to. If there are two things, you can write down. If I don't like wearing tight uniforms, a jacket, prison clothes, jeans. You can write all the four if you want to, or you can write down just one thing.
Prison clothes mean?
Prison, prison clothes. The clothes which are worn by prisoners. Prisoners have their own uniform.
Okay, yeah.
So that is the meaning of prison clothes. Jean, little says Jean, I want to reduce weight 4 to 5 kg. Okay, may Allah bless you. And Hina Sadaf says she doesn't like to wear tight jeans. I don't like wearing tight jeans, Nabil. All in one. Yeah, yeah, I'm 51 kg only. Okay, you need to, have some more weight. All in one creation. You are right. SM Shea says that she doesn't like to wear tight
You,
uniforms. Shadu says, I don't like to wear, tight jeans online. As I said to you last time, if it's possible for you, type very, very fast and write complete sentences. If you write complete sentences, I can assure you that it will help you to remember these vocabulary items later on as well. It will be better for you. I don't like wearing tight uniforms. Chiki Huda. Okay, all right.
Is it a word uniform or uniform?
Uniforms. Well, uniform. He has asked whether it's uniform or uniform. Of course, it's used as a plural word. Let's have a look. It's uniforms. I said uniforms. Of course, you can use uniform because it's a countable noun, but it's also an uncountable noun.
Okay.
It means you can use uniform as well. I certainly don't like to wear prison clothes
Okay.
in my life. I won't ever like to wear prison clothes in my life. I like to wear prison clothes in my life, as some Shia says. If you don't, what I should say, if you don't condemn me, I would say that many politicians who are or who have been in corridors of power should be in prisons. In Pakistan, many politicians should be in prisons, then the country would prosper. I'm not mentioning any person. I hope that I have not hurt a feeling of anyone because I have not mentioned any person. Samina, I don't like to wear tight prison clothes. Fuad Bashir says jeans. Okay, right. So in this way, please write complete sentences so that they may stick in your memory after the class as well. I like to live in dash. I like to live in the center of a city, in the middle of a city, in the heart of a city. All mean the same. Or conversely, I like to live, I think I should use here on the edge of a city, on the outskirts of a city, the edge of a city, the EDH of a city. Let me check it in front of you. The edge of a city.
It is not shared.
Okay. Okay, so you can write down your option. Where do you want to live? Do you want to live on the edge of a city? Do you want to live in the center of a city, in the middle of a city, in the heart of a city, or do you want to live on the edge of a city, on the outskirts of a city? Edge of the city mean not the interior of the city, just outside a city.
Outs.
Outside.
Okay.
So where do you want to live? Fuad, I like to live in the center of the city. Okay, Fuad, if you write TRE, then it will be a British spelling. Whenever you write I is always capital, wherever it occurs. I like to live in the center of a city, as some Sheikh says. I like to live in the heart of a city, all in one creation. Please add in the heart of a city. Add the. My computer is on English US, SM says. Okay, all right, fine. A good way of practicing. When you use the center of a city, the middle of a city, the heart of a city, before it you will use in. But if you want to use the outskirts of a city, before it you will use on the outskirts of a city, on the edge of a city. Got the point?
Yeah, yeah. Thank
Outskirts of a city. Okay, Vlog says. Next, okay. Next is it is important to prepare for dash ahead of time. It's important to prepare prepare for teaching classes ahead of time. Well, respected students, please pay attention. Here you can, first of all, I'll draw your attention to one important structure. It's important to prepare. It's important to prepare. It's important to work hard. Study well. So this is one structure. Number one. Number two, ahead of time. It means before time. Ahead of time, a very, very beautiful expression. Retain it in your mind. And there are, I think, four or five other options as well. Beautiful collocations, beautiful expressions, and you should treat them like gold and coins. It's important to prepare for teaching classes. It's important to prepare for tough situations. It's important to prepare for drought during a deluge or job interviews. So all these are options for you. You can, write on. It's important to prepare for what's the best thing for which you would like to prepare. You can write down in your comment. Yes, it's important to prepare for what? Yes, your comments. I'm going to tell you the pronunciation of Drought. Drought.
Here is like.
Drought. Drought. The pronunciation is drought. Drought. Drought.
What's the meaning of drought during the deluge?
Drought. Well, drought means a period of time where there is a shortage of water.
Okay, drought.
When if it doesn't rain, then it's drought.
Sorry.
Yes. And there is another word as well.
Deluge. Deluge.
Deluge.
Deluge.
Deluge. Deluge means flood. All right. It's important to prepare for an interview ahead of time. Well, there I have given an expression, job interviews, a very beautiful expression. You can just say interview as well. It's important to prepare for job and interviews ahead of time. Chiki. And at the end of the sentence, put a full stop. And at the beginning, it's important. I is capital. Teaching classes. Hina Sadaf, it seems you are a teacher. Okay? It seems you are a teacher. Fine. Nice. Teachers are supposed to, prepare for teaching classes. It seems you are a teacher. Well, I'm saying teacher because I use British pronunciation. It's important to prepare for tough situations ahead of time. At the end of the sentence, put a full stop, please. And the first letter is always capital. The first letter of a sentence. Next, uh, yes. What will you put in the blank space? Read the sentence and let me know what you would like to put in the blank space.
Tablet.
Well, you can pronounce this word in two ways. The first is tablets, tablets, and this is wrong. Okay, tablets. Well, when we divide the words into two parts, the word is tablets. He lets us go. He lets us go. Tablets. This is one pronunciation, and it's wrong. The correct is tablets. So E, pronounce it as I, tablets.
Tablets.
Like lit, Lit, lit.
Yeah.
The room was lit when I entered it. So
Tablet.
treat it as lit. Tablets. Tablets relieve. Relieve means reduce our dash, our suffering for a couple of hours. Tablets, tablets relieve mean reduce. our dash for a couple of hours, our what? Suffering, tension, symptoms of depression, grief, patient's pain for
Grief.
a couple of hours.
Grief means.
Uh, Grief means sadness. Well, all these sentences are correct, but what appeals you most or what you think is the best from your perspective? Every one of these expressions is correct. Tablets leave out suffering for a couple of hours, Nabil says, and Little Bilog says patient's pain. Little Bilag, it's not a it's not a comma, it's an apostrophe. It will be above T. And Esam Shea says medicines. Our medicines, well, medicines, well, instead of tablets, we can use the word medicines, but not in the space, Esam Sheikh. And you know our relief, chicken huda, relief can't be used in this sentence, one of these expressions. Okay, let's move to the next. Tablets leave our patient's pain for a couple of hours. Our patient, I'm not going to correct, I have read it, correct sentence. Nobody's going to hand you dash on a plate. Nobody is going to hand. Hand means give. Hand is a verb here. Nobody is going to give you dash on a plate. Nobody is going to give you, excellence on a plate. Nobody is going to give you a medal on a plate. Nobody is going to give you success on a plate. Nobody is going to give you anything on a plate. Okay. What is the best sentence in your eyes? How would you complete it? Nobody is going to give you excellence on a plate, a medal on a plate, or success on a plate. Yes. Nobody is going to hand you success on a plate. Okay. This is fine. All right. Little Vlog says success. Okay. And Tahmina Sagir, welcome. Nobody is going to, hand you success on a plate. You are right. Well, if you ask me how I would complete the sentence, okay, if you ask my opinion,
Yeah.
how I would complete the sentence, I would think probably I will think of using the word which I can't use in that context. Nobody is going to hand you success on a plate. This is easy for me. Nobody is going to hand you excellence on a plate. It also seems a bit easy, but I think nobody is going to hand you a medal on a plate. This seems, I think, the toughest option for me, and I need to, make it part of my active vocabulary. So I would use it, a medal. So it's up to you, no problem. You can use any one of these. It's up to you. Next, we like mangoes because they taste well. Some of these options are not right, of course. Some are correct, some are incorrect. So you can't use any word. We like mangoes because they taste okay. They taste awful. Awful mean very bad. Awful means very bad. Right? So how would you complete the sentence? Yes. Awful, bitter. Well, the taste of medicine is bitter. Mangoes, well, I like mangoes because they taste bitter. No, no, nobody likes the mangoes which taste bitter or which taste awful, foul, bad, horrible. Again, it means the same as awful, something like this. I like mangoes because they taste uh, delicious, great, divine. Good, sweet, wonderful. These are the options. Sweet and delicious. I says. SM shares we like mangoes because they taste sweet. Chicky and Huda, delicious, great, delicious, little vlog. And Muhammad Sadiq says sweet. Okay, well done, excellent. Next, I mostly my birthday. I mostly my birthday. I mostly there are three. You can use any one of these. I mostly forget my birthday. I mostly remember my birthday. I mostly celebrate my birthday. Chiki and Huda about the last sentence said great, delicious, good, sweet. All these options are correct. Nice. Just now, I think you have seen my picture. What is your comment? How old am I? I am going to give you just three options. I am 21, I am 29, I am 27.
All
Nabil says all of these are wrong options. Okay, no problem. All right, all right. This is the reality which he said, and this reality is bitter. I mostly dash my birthday. Okay, dear students, I am telling you how to use, before birthday, you can use three words. Uh, I mean, when you are not attending the class with Hanif, you can tell your fellows and friends, okay? And suddenly you will remember these words while making conversation if you practice them well with me. You can say, you will say, okay, uh, mostly I forget my birthdays, mostly I remember my birthdays, i I never celebrate my birthday. Okay, all in one creations 47.
right.
All in one creation. I think you are a boy. If you come to me, I will pat you on the back. You know why? Because actually I was born in 73 and you have reduced my age by 2 years. Great. Clapping for you. You have, given me 2 years, lesser in life. All right. Nice. Okay. All these girls, what are they doing? Okay. At this time, 8:46, they should be sitting at home. They are clapping for my class. One day I may dash. One day I may dash. All these are very, very beautiful expressions. Try to learn them. Okay. One day I may sell insurance. Sometimes when you meet people, they tell you, okay, buy insurance from us. And yes, one day I may sell insurance. One day I sell my business at a profit. You are just practicing English, whether this is true about you or not. One day I may sell my business at a profit. I have written it twice. I'll correct it later on. One day I may sell priceless antiques. Priceless antiques. What is the meaning of priceless? There are two words here, and I have intentionally used these words so that you may increase your vocabulary. One day I may sell priceless antiques. Priceless means, what's the meaning of priceless? Priceless mean uh, precious. Okay, priceless means precious, valuable, right? Priceless mean valuable. By the way, something very, very interesting I'm going to tell you. Listen to me very, very carefully. Priceless mean valuable. And by the way, valuable and invaluable, they both mean the same.
Okay.
Valuable. Of course, to understand valuable mean precious, costly, something which has price. It means valuable. And invaluable mean the same. Right? Farad Khan says, right, Keemti. What is the meaning of Keemti?
Keemti.
Okay, I also understand Urdu. I can speak Urdu. I have understood. Keemti mean precious, expensive. All right. One day I may I may talk English like you, Sarji, all in one Christian says. My fellow, respected fellow, I would like you to become more proficient. I would like you to become more fluent than me in English. All right? Well, I think, well, all right. I have taught you a few expressions, and next is coming. Sometimes I am so exhausted that I fall asleep. Sometimes we are, so exhausted that we fall asleep. When do you fall asleep when you are so exhausted? Yes.
Yes. Wow.
Sometimes I am so exhausted, that I fall asleep on my sofa, on hard surfaces, at the wheel. At the wheel mean while driving. Sometimes I am so exhausted that I fall asleep on the at the wheel. At the wheel doesn't mean that you take the wheel of your car out, you take out the wheel of your car and then you sleep on it. No. At the wheel mean while driving. Sometimes I am so exhausted that I fall asleep on my sofa, on hard surfaces at the wheel. The word is exhausted. 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 Right. Right. Let's move next. On a sofa, Farad says, on my sofa, Nabil says, and okay, there are different options. I would like to conclude it, no, in a few minutes, so that we may finish it before 9 o'clock. I may not take all of your comments now. I hope that you understand. Once I slipped on and fell. Once I slipped on a banana peel, Google's wet leaves, ice. Yes. Even if you have never fallen, you can simply, for the sake of practicing vocabulary, you can write one of these options. Even if you have never fallen, if you have never slipped on any one of these things. Yes, the word goggles, banana peel, goggles, wet leaves, ice. A banana peel, AA, ice, someone, Tamina, Sagir, banana. Okay, next, please. Some diseases are spread by dash. Some diseases are spread. So we use the word spread to spread a disease. In coronavirus, human beings they spread diseases. Some diseases are spread by mosquitoes coming in contact with a sick person, insects, and animals. So what's your option? How would you like to complete the sentence? Some diseases are spread by, yes, your first comment, then I'll move to the next. Mosquitoes, Hina Sadaf. Okay, fine. Okay, I hope that every one of you have given us a like on YouTube as well. Every one of you. And Vota Chiki says the option is not written. Clapping for you. You have, implied your creative mind. Mosquito, banana peel, insects and animals. By insects. All right. Next. I don't spread dash about my friends. I don't spread dash about my friends. I don't spread rumors, lies, fake news, false facts about my friends. How would you complete the sentence? Rumor. What is the meaning of rumor? Uh, Rumor means if you tell something which is not true, that is rumor. Gossip, what we say in English, gossip. Okay? It's actually a gossip rumor. A piece of information that may not be true. Okay, next, please. Afwa, well done. Fake news, rumor, fake news. Okay, next. During the school vacation, I would uh, during the school vacation, I would, how would you pronounce the word ROAM? ROAM. Yes. Would anyone pronounce the word? Yes. Hanif, if we pronounce the word, how will you learn? Okay, you are right. I am mistaken. Nobody is live with me, so I can tell you round. The word is round. It's not room. It's not ruin. I think I always used to pronounce it as ruin, but it's not ruin. It's round. During the school vacation, I would roam the countryside, streets, hills, and don't use the word in after round here. Okay, around the countryside. Okay, next. Now, well, I have said don't use in after round. I am, what I should say. I am a bit, unsure. I don't want you to. I don't want to give you, a wrong allocation. I'm just a bit uncertain. Afterward, I'll check it. Mr. Khalilur Rahman, one of my students. He was my student, I think, more than 20 years ago. I think you are the same person. He has given the option hills, of course. The country, well, the country or the countryside. Okay, fine. Mr. Halilur Rahman, welcome. I used to ride dash to school every day. I used to ride a large grey mare, I mean a female horse, and a horse, a bus. Yeah, different options. You are right. I used to ride dash to school every day. I used to ride a large grey mare, a horse, a bus. Well, if you were born 100 years ago or 90 years ago, then the first two option would be correct about you. But I think nowadays the only third option is true about us. I used to ride a bus to school every day. Next, I dream of, I dream of uh, living in the countryside. I mean rural area. I dream of living. I dream. I dream of one day working for myself and not having a boss. I mean, well, what the person want to say is working, learning Canva and social media apps with the HBN official team. I dream of my youth. Okay. Some people, when they get old, they think of their youth. They dream of their youth. Yes. What's the option with you? I dream of. Yes. Nobody is dreaming of anything. No. Sir, yes, we are dreaming of something. We are not going to tell you. We won't, disclose this thing. What we are dreaming of this time. Okay. Don't worry. I dream of my youth. I dream of dream of living in a hilly area. Okay. Next sentence. Our ancestors cured disease with ancestors mean our forefathers. The parents of your father, they are your ancestors. The parents of your grandfather are also your ancestors. Our ancestors cured diseases, meaning they treated diseases with what? With spells, with herbs, doses of tablets, tablets, not let's lids. Farad, I pray to Allah for your success. Okay. So you can choose one of these sentences.
We should conclude at past 8:58. Time.
Okay. We are going to conclude in a couple of minutes, so probably this is the last slide.
Yeah.
We learn from our mistakes, failures, parents. We learn from our mistakes, failures, parents. Some students will say, sir, we learned from failures, mistakes, parents. Okay, all these options are correct, right? How many slides are there? It costs a lot of money to dash a hospital. Last slide. It costs a lot of money to dash a hospital, to build a hospital, to admit somebody to a hospital, to work at a hospital, to go into a hospital. All these options are correct. All these options are correct. You can choose one of these. And dear students, last point I want to tell you is, uh, watch this video, or you can say, what I actually want to say is, these sentences, these fill in the blanks, repeat them at least 17 times. Then it can be hoped that they will stick in your mind. And this is what research says. And with it, I would like to wrap up my today's episode. God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. And please give your comments. We are going to end the class, and in the comment section after the class right now, leave your comment today what you would like me to teach you tomorrow. Right now, assalamu alaikum.